tonight, or no?
Not that I'm aware
I haven't heard from anybody.
of. Where's Bill? He get coffee here?
I think it's
Oh,
in the facilities.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm all right.
Behaving yourself?
I'm trying.
All right.
Trying. How are you, sir?
I wanna speak. How do I?
There's a paper right up here you sign up on.
Okay.
You're the one that wrote this? Is this the .6 with one of the wells down, instead of wells, pumps down, the biggest pump? You take the biggest pump off of, online at the treatment center, we're still .6 or higher? What number do we have when you say it's gonna be around 20.7 when we get everything upgraded? Cool.
Looks like it's gonna be a crowd.
hi there.
How are you?
Good, how are y'all?
You behaving yourself?
Oh, depends on what day you talk to me.
I know. That's how women are.
You know, I know that.
Stephen?
You're
Stephen
Donnie?
Fithian.
How
How
you
are
doing?
you? This is
Good.
my husband, James.
How you doing?
Good, Rich.
Hi there.
Matter where we sit?
Nope, wherever you want.
How about right up front?
That's always a good spot.
I'll sit down with you, man.
Will the treatment center have to be also bumped up? Will the treatment center also be bumped up?
That's how they calculate.
No,
I
if,
just find out about all
if they decide to connect,
that. Signed up, and I want to.
no, that subdivision. No,
And that's because they were in our CCN, right? And that's what it was calculated off of. Is that right or wrong?
if it's all new, then not giant subdivision, 2,700 homes.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, we can.
They were talking about how they're gonna get water to that subdivision,
Right, if they took themselves out of our CCN,
and
yeah.
then realized that they left them in the corner themselves as well.
Oh, yeah, James tried to tell them, but they didn't listen.
Like it.
And I was just listening to that meeting carefully, like where they're gonna get
Did
their,
I lock the car?
where they're gonna get it from. And they said, well, I'm like, the opportunity's gonna stay up to that.
Exactly. That should have been their first stop before they ever did anything.
But that's a very expensive.
Well, and right now, they're not letting anybody through.
Y'all usually have very many show up.
It varies. We have some contract, people that we do business with that'll come if they're available, or, then we've got a few customers that show up, and staff, that's about it.
Well, that makes it quick and quiet, doesn't it?
Depending on what we got on the agenda, yes.
Stephen, how do you say your last name?
Rora,
Rora?
Rora.
I thought ours was difficult.
I have to spell it, say it, use an example. One time we called I don't remember for what, because since he's a veteran, we called the Pentagon one time asking them something. And this lady answered the phone and I said, you know my name, and I said, it's F like Frank, I, and did the rest of it. She says, so your name is F like Frank? She thought that was part of my name, and you're working at the Pentagon?
I've also,
Holy
She should know the alpha,
The military.
yeah, the military call
yeah,
for letters.
we've heard that. I had to call the Pentagon one time and spoke to this lady, I think it was a black lady. And I have, after my name, I'm a third. third person had this name. And she said, well, I see your name here. And she says, what is I? And she's working for the Pentagon. You know, help us.
But they're not military, are they? Are they just civilian workers? Or are
I
they?
don't know.
It doesn't, whether they're military or civilian, you know, they need to.
Well,
Yeah.
right,
Mm.
just, well, I don't know, normal training, I learned that in my English class when I was in high school. Or
Yeah, but
junior high or somewhere along the way.
I think probably if you go to school now to learn anything, you think you were in another country.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't think that it even looks like it did when we went to school.
We've got kids in sixth grade and I look at their math and I'm like, I hope you pay attention, cause I can't help you.
Me,
Was anybody in your family in the military?
My dad was in the army, he was young, in his early 20s, but he only served 2 years.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did he get deployed overseas?
He did not, but his youngest brother went to Vietnam. Yeah.
I was in Vietnam for a year. And, at dispatch out in San Francisco in the Bay Area. Dad drove out to meet me, so I got a hotel room. We went out to lunch when I got back. Somebody had broken into the room and robbed me. My first day back home. Yeah. You know, it's not like we don't have anything to worry about in this country. I mean, look at the traffic, the immigrants.
You're right, you're absolutely right, yeah. Thanks, Lindsay.
Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Doing good.
yeah, I've been thinking about getting me a big bumper sticker, put it on the back of my car. It's gonna say, wait, let me pop my trunk and you can crawl them in. I've never seen as many people
Be in a
when you
hurry.
stop your car.
No, they can't get there any quicker.
Mark, there's a door there. Oh,
Look that way. Alright, everybody, this up now.
good. Hey, Trevor.
Thanks, how are you today?
Good.
How are you? Let's go.
Well, if we get bored, we can get up and leave, no problem.
Oh, yeah, you can leave anytime.
Okay.
Okay, Bo's almost here, but he got stuck in school traffic.
Yeah. Me too.
It's terrible trying to get around this town anymore. From seven fifteen to 8:30, from 3 to 4:30.
Just be glad you got
How far is your travel?
Oh, very thankful.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Saturday morning,
Well, from
we
work.
stopped on
Interesting.
287 in Fox Ranch.
Yeah.
At least 30 minutes.
Oh, that would have driven me
Yeah,
crazy.
I gave up and
It's a Yui.
made a detour.
Are y'all hot? Yeah, okay. If I'm getting warm, I know. Let me go check.
Almost looked like the heat's on.
It hasn't been, but that doesn't mean anything.
It is kind of warm over here.
Good. I got train tracks on both ends of Fox Ranch.
And it comes back,
There's not gonna be
that other way.
detour. I mean, you gotta go several miles. You know, find the back roads if you're lucky enough to know.
I don't know if it's anywhere here.
I live right
They
there.
could seem to know everybody.
Train wasn't a big deal, you know, you get a train every now and then, but then the text rail started.
Yeah.
Then, you know, it's-
Heard a guy
It's kind of hot all
in
the
the
time.
conference
I got my
years
band.
ago, who was at the time, I don't know if he's still there or not, but was the assistant city manager in Saginaw. Before they built that, the bridge over $199. And, when they were trying to get that funding approved, they got the data from, the NSF, and they said there's over 100 trainings through Saginaw. Sometimes there's one of both ends.
How are you, sir? Doing okay? Sir. Where's your car? I circled around, kind of viewed everything. I might find something I like, that they don't, I don't think they need anymore.
Yeah, well.
You just need. How are you today?
Sometimes I know that.
It's right here. I meant to put that out while I'm going. I got to talking, sorry.
There you go, sir.
Before you get introduced. Will he not be able to report? Oh, you'll always do them.
It's hot today.
Kind of like at school. Yeah, but you get.
She just turned it down, Tom.
They went down and then.
No, it's not hot
Oh, hot
outside.
outside.
It's cool in here. Y'all been at welding shop up that high school, it is.
Oh.
All right, so ready to go to work?
Yes, sir.
Call this meeting, Walnut Creek Special Utility District to order at 4:02. Let the record show the quorum of 5 board members, board directors is present, as the meeting has been duly called and that the notice of the meeting has been posted in accordance with Texas Open Meetings Act, Texas Government Code, Chapter 551. Who'd like to lead the invocation? Any takers?
Thank you, Lord, for this day. Just thank you for all that you do, and Lord, our hearts are kind of heavy right now with the families of the ones that were shot. We'd all like to reach out to them and to help our country, Lord. Help it all heal. Lord, name, pray, amen.
Amen. Pledge allegiance. Pledge allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll start with the open forum. We have Sandy.
Go ahead, try it.
All right, let me.
Just like it, just like
Diane.
the fifth end, just like the fifth
end.
number. See what I tell you?
That's what I thought.
I told me that already.
The podium is yours. You have a timer
I
here.
do. And it's
30
working.
minutes?
5 minutes. And
Well-
it'll turn red.
First, I'd like to say that my husband sitting here was overjoyed when he found out I could only speak 5 minutes.
You might
Just
need
5 minutes?
Just 5 minutes.
Okay,
to- You can take that timer home with you.
I just have some questions, and I don't know if they're appropriate for this type of meeting, but I'm gonna ask them anyway. I would like to know how the meter reading at my house is done? Is it from a truck remotely? Does it go to a water tower? Does it go to AT&T? Does it come to the office? Where does it go?
Is it, I don't think it's, we can answer questions in a public
We can't.
situation like
Right.
this. You can just,
I'll
tell us
ask my
what you like.
questions. Yeah, okay, and then, I'm wondering why, when I go online to your website and I pull up my bill, why the appearance of that bill is different from the appearance of the bill I get in the mail. Because the two of them, they pretty much have the same information, but as far as the usage is concerned, it's a little bit confusing. So I'm just wondering why the bill online doesn't look like the one in the mail, because the one in the mail is the easy one to read. And everything is there, all the information's posted. So I just wonder about that. And my third question is, why is there not a relationship with my bank? Pinnacle Bank in Azle, and there's also one here in Springtown. So that when I go online to PinPay, I could pay that and it would give an electronic transfer right straight to the bank, to your bank, or the bank of this company, and them not have to actually print up an electronic check. And then, as I understand it, they have to put that in the snail mail, the United States Postal Service, which makes it several days before my bill gets even into this office. Or just exactly how does that work, you know? I'm assuming that's how you get it, is in the mail. So I'm just wondering why the company doesn't have that. It sure would be a lot easier and a lot speedier, you know, for you guys to get the money. I mean, after all, isn't that what it's all about?
Okay.
That's all. And so my last question, when will I get my answers?
Cindy, I can, if you're here at the end of the meeting, I can give it to you today,
And if not, I can call you.
or I'll call you tomorrow. Let me
Okay.
look at your, account.
What? Sorry. See, I told you.
What's your address, just so I can look it up?
1604 R, spelled E-A-R-P,
Mhm.
Road.
Got it. Yeah, I'll look it up in the
Yeah.
morning and get your answers.
Okay.
Yeah.
How'd that do? Look at there, I'm short.
We have no others signed up for public forum, so we'll move into the meeting.
I gotta go.
Okay, the consent agenda. Consent agenda items, information on these items have been sent to the board of directors for review prior to this meeting. Any director may pull any item from the consent agenda without a second for deliberation prior to consideration. Any item pulled may be considered with business items on the agenda. So I'll ask for a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Make a motion to approve it.
Second,
I'll second the motion.
all in favor, say aye. All opposed? Consent agenda passes. Okay. All right, moving into the general session. The first item on the general session is an item that I asked, no, I didn't ask. It's an item that I put on the agenda to discuss with y'all. And I want to hand this out. Whoops. Okay. All right, so y'all bear with me here. This is a rough draft. This is a rough draft for the consideration of the formation of an advisory committee. Okay? I'm not completely sold on this, I'll be honest with you, because it has some strings attached to it. So I wanna discuss it. Because there's a lot to it. And this is, like I said, a rough draft. If we were to even take the next step forward, I'd want this sent to an attorney, completely reviewed. But essentially, this was my idea. This advisory committee would be established by unanimous vote of the board of directors. It would be chaired by a board member and co-chaired by a Walnut Creek SUD member. This advisory committee could be sunset upon a unanimous vote of the board of directors. Okay, so if it went astray, we could vote to sunset it at any time. Purpose of this advisory committee is to identify, evaluate, prioritize concerns affecting the vast majority of the Walnut Creek water members. Concerns affecting only individuals should be avoided. Okay, I put that in there because it's in, one little deal, somebody has a problem, this doesn't go on this advisory committee, it goes to the general manager. Yeah,
I would change that members to customers, because we don't have members, we're not.
I'm with you. Okay.
So we wanna make sure that we don't have any developer get on here.
I'm sorry.
We don't wanna get a developer on here, obviously.
Right,
No,
make
no,
it
developers,
so
just-
district.
Yeah, we could have that as a bullet. Okay, so these concerns would all be organized with a consistent format established and sometimes modified by the board of directors. This format would identify each concerning issue individually, identify the impact of the issue on Walnut Creek SUD. It would identify the impact of the issue on Walnut Creek SUD customers, not members. And it would identify the impact of the issue with regards to regulatory, legislative, or litigious liability. It would also identify and recommend potential solutions to be considered. Okay? The agenda for the monthly board of directors meeting would be revised to include a monthly advisory committee report to discuss individually each prioritized issue. The board of directors would then procedurally discuss whether action is to be taken or not taken. If it is determined that action needs to be taken, the item will be included as an agenda item in the next board of directors meeting. So I'm following the Open Meetings Act protocol.
Yes, sir.
Okay? It's my hope that providing clarity and focus on individual issues in this manner will provide a consistent pathway for transparency and governance for Walnut Creek SUD and its customers. So, I'm not looking for a board approval at this time. I'm just looking for throwing spitballs here. What, y'all think this would do us any good? You know, I see a lot of emails. I don't know if y'all do or not, of issues. And the thing that irritates me is to see the same issues come up, it's just worded a little different. And then the same issue, and it's worded a little bit different. And if we could have an advisory committee that put that issue in concisely information, I think we could clarify it and put it on our website as the answer. You get the question of the Bridgeport's at 100%, why can't I water my lawn? Bridgeport's at 98%, and Bridgeport, that same kind of question that meanders down that same path. It's really all the same question.
If you don't have an answer pinned somewhere, nobody's gonna know it. you don't have that answer like right on the top, it's, you know.
Right. And if we consistently have this information listed on our webpage, people, instead of bothering you all the time with the same, I'll bet you get redundant questions consistently, week after week after week, because you answer these questions individually, not for all the customers' concerns. It's individual. So you consistently are bombarded by the same type of question, a little bit different, you know, everybody's got a little different nuance to it, but it's essentially the same question.
questions, yes.
So, and, you know, some people, may think that things need to be on the agenda, and, I think this advisory committee would be a good pathway to put a lot of thought into things before we put them on the agenda. You know, if we consistently review these things with this format of being critical on these things. You know,
Can we have it where, if we have this advisory committee, can we have it where we rotate board members? This way they're not getting the exact same face each and every time.
Rotate it, say every 3 meetings,
That's
every 90
something,
days.
something that, this way they're not getting the same face and they're arguing with the same person.
Good point. Rotate the chair.
And you're talking about this committee meeting monthly, is that where we're at, or as needed?
Yeah, this is gonna require some work.
Yeah, we have to be, if you wanna get this onto the, like you said, we need to open meetings, and there have to be at least a portion of time for you guys to be able to get that onto the agenda.
Yes.
If we choose to do that.
Yeah.
So I don't know what time frame does that mean?
Well, so for us,
I know it's 5 days now, but there, obviously it can't be down to the wire.
but if we're doing it the way that Bo said, first the committee's gonna bring it to the board, then the board will decide if it goes on the agenda. So at that point, once that's decided, we would have
You're
that
2
next
months
month.
Okay.
The next month
I
is
think
not
I was
gonna
trying to
hit
see
the,
this,
it would
how
hit
the
the
schedule's
agenda.
gonna be.
Yeah, I tried to follow the Open Meetings Act rules.
Yes, sir.
You know, you can't just talk about whatever you want, it's gotta be on the agenda.
Yes,
You
sir.
And we got
you
the
can
board
talk,
got
you
it
can
approved.
talk about what you wanna talk about in the next meeting,
Yeah.
but you can't talk about it in this meeting.
But the board's gotta say, yes, let's check this out.
Unanimously vote that we all
Okay.
decide this should
Okay.
be an agenda item to discuss. But, like I said, I'm not looking for a vote right now, let's just all take it home and think through it some more, because, you know, I'm opening the door here, if it could go left. If it doesn't go right, you know what I mean? So. I think it requires a lot of thought.
Yes, sir.
So,
I have one question. Were you just talking about 2 people on the advisory committee?
that's what I was thinking
Okay, just
originally.
2. Okay,
You know,
Because otherwise it's gonna be a quorum.
Huh?
Otherwise it's gonna be a quorum.
Well, it's
well,
only one
it could
board
be a
member.
customer and a
Right.
board member.
Right, it can't be more than 2 of us at a time.
Yeah, it couldn't be more than two board members.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, there are customers that, consistently bring issues to the board. This could be a pathway for those issues to be fleshed out and discussed and put to bed, rather than continually.
Every month, the same
Every
thing.
month, the same thing.
Yes.
I kinda get tired. If we could just put it to bed, then don't ask me again. You know?
Understood. I think it could be a good thing, you know, as long as, you know, we can keep the same questions from coming just constantly.
Well, don't you think we could post the answers to?
Oh, yes. I have a place on the website where we put frequently asked questions.
Yeah. I would say, you know, how does the meter get read? It's probably on the webpage.
Mhm.
It's one of two ways.
So,
I'll tell you after this meeting.
anyway. Let's just chill on that a while, okay? Y'all got any other questions for that? And James, from your impact, I would think you need to think through it. You know, make sure you like it, make sure we all like it.
So you're gonna transfer all the phones,
Say again?
transfer the phones, or home people call it my office.
No, this isn't a bitch station. That's
We get
exactly what
enough
I'm
of that
trying to
every day.
highlight.
We don't need, we don't need this.
That's
You
exactly.
get enough already?
We get enough.
That's what the
We'll
format
find out
is.
at the meeting,
Yeah,
at the meeting, you know, whenever.
Well, so you would have to set it up so that people understood, we put it on the website, that we have a advisory committee, and that, you know, we would probably have to set up an email for that advisory committee, is what I would recommend for me. That way, your two people on it can both go to that email, get to that email, see what's on it, and work through those folks.
You can set up you guys are 360, sorry, you guys are Google, so I don't know what it is on Google, it's just, that's the same thing as a shared inbox.
As I told you before, you're asking the wrong guy, huh? When it comes to IT, there's someone else that can answer that.
you know, some of the consistent questions or emails that I get are, you know, I just put in $25,000 worth of landscape, and why are we in a drought restriction, whatever, because the lake's at 100%.
Yes.
Get that all,
It's because our pumps is mechanical,
There's
it's
an
not
answer.
because of what's in
there's
the
an answer.
lane.
So, rather than answering that question, how many customers do we have?
How many
12,000?
customers? 12,000.
Instead of answering it 1,000 times, let's answer it once. Anyway, that was my thought. All right, so we'll sleep on this and we'll talk about it at the next meeting. Let me, can I get a straw poll? Or we even want to discuss it at the next meeting? You do?
I think we probably so.
Okay. Yes?
I think it's a great idea.
Okay, we'll talk about it at the next meeting, y'all. Figure out what you
There's gonna be some things we think about, like, next meeting too.
Hmm?
Some other things we think about by next meeting too.
All right, good. Okay.
Do we need official on it to table it for next meeting?
Yes, we're tabling that issue to be on the agenda to discuss further at the next meeting.
I can motion that.
I'll second.
Thank you. Okay, the next item, consideration and or action to approve a contract extension and rate increase for the city of Boyd. Somebody tell me what that's all.
Boyd's contract went up
March.
March. They've been, we're selling them water without a contract right now, but we're trying to redo their contract, but we're going up on the price because they pay less than everyone else. So we're bringing them up to what everyone else pays before we re-sign this contract.
There's gonna be stair steps, essentially, like, how long is this contract gonna be, is it forever?
5 years.
Yeah, we sign 5-year contracts, that's how we do it. And so this one's going up to get them caught up where everyone else is, what everyone else is paying, all of our other customers such as Rome, Paradise.
Their current rate is $5.90 per thousand, we're going up to $6.10, which is what the other cities are paying per thousand. Plus, they also pay a $5,374 monthly fee to us, each year, or each month, along with their water usage. And that will stay the same. Their water, or their gallons that they can take is still the same. I think it's 215. I'm pretty sure it's 215. But it goes for 5 more years. And with all our wholesale customers, that's what we do. We try to keep it on a 5-year rolling, expiration.
So the quantity of water hasn't changed?
No,
Oh, no, they want it to, but I told them no, that's not feasible.
and I did receive the final contract back today from our attorney that has all everything in it that has to have it. I'm gonna send it to Boyd, but as long as y'all approve it tonight, I'll have you sign it and it will be done.
There's no changes with the final versus draft.
No, there's not.
Okay. So I'll ask for a motion to approve
Motion.
this rate increase.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Okay, the next item in the general session is consideration or action to move forward with the creation of a code of ethics for board members. This is relative to the, what is it, the TCEQ,
It's the
Right,
Texas
yeah.
Water
Yeah,
Code,
Texas Water Code.
chapter 49.199 requirement.
right, so
Um,
we're meeting the requirements of this document. It was taken from,
Johnson
Johnson
County,
County.
SUD. I plagiarized the whole thing. You know, I can't imagine starting over.
no,
From-
there's no point. no.
Yeah, no.
The only question I had on that, okay, go back to open for general session?
Mhm.
Huh?
It's open for general session. right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, page 3, section 205, item C. Is that worded in such a way that if a board member is not on the board and they get removed from the board, and then if there's nobody running for that particular position, they get re-elected back to that position?
Yes, that's what the water code says. I think so too. But
Okay.
that's what the water code
That's
says.
what the water code says?
That was,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's,
if nobody
If
wanted
nobody runs, whoever's
position.
there
But I mean,
has to
it's
say.
kind of like, it basically gets thrown back, competition back into that same person's
it
pocket.
is odd.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that stood out to me. I don't know if that stood out to you on that one too.
What item is that, Steve?
Page 3, RA section 2.05, line item C. Its word is weird. But I understand why, because they're trying to make it where there's always something on the board no matter what. But they don't want a board that has no members.
Yeah, you can't have a board with no members.
Right.
In the event of failure to elect one or more members to the board resulting from the absence of or failure to vote for. So does that mean that if you have a board member who's up for election and nobody voted for him?
You get re-elected
Yeah.
automatically that
or
way.
it's that, or like in the case like Beth that was on the board, she didn't run again. If no one ran in that position,
She automatically
she
goes
would
back,
automatically be back on the board
whether she wanted to.
Without a vote or not?
And
without,
also too, even
to
if,
keep that chair filled.
and even if you're removed from that seat, you get re-elected to that seat because you're the last one that was in that seat, if there's nobody else to fill that seat, if I'm reading that correctly too.
Well, I know upon removals.
No, this
I'll
is
have-
not about removals.
Yeah, that doesn't have to do with removals, that's just for
Removals are
election.
handled by appointments.
Yeah, I read it, it's just in the situation of election.
Mhm.
in the event of a failure to elect.
Okay, yeah.
It is on. Is there any other discussion on these? So I'll ask for a motion to accept the governance policy as written.
A motion?
Second. All in favor? All opposed? Motion passes.
Tom, did you second that? Did you second that? Oh, Bill
No.
did. Oh, Mark did?
I started it, they got.
Okay, sorry, I didn't hear.
Okay, item number D, consideration and or action to change the start time of the monthly board meeting. Mr. Roy, you have.
I think that, along with being the transparency and advisory committee right here, we can also have it where people can actually view the video live instead of being 8 to 5, or they can only see after hours, because they're obviously being employed from 8 to 5. Also, too, if more people want to attend, they can also attend. Obviously, 4 o'clock down this highway gets kind of crowded also too at the same time. So I think it's just, it's not better for us, it's better for the customers.
Now, the traffic's not gonna get any better.
I know, and that's the thing.
I guess I'm.
A lot of other boards throughout the state of Texas, they're after 5 p.m.
It's a variety. We looked up everyone around, it's from 10 o'clock in the morning till 6 o'clock at night, even 7 o'clock. It's just a whole variety pack.
I know Mineral Wells, the water district met today at noon.
Yeah.
So I
It's,
think there's examples both ways on that. I think that, just throwing it out there, I'm pretty much indifferent on the time issue. But I think we have some employees that have to be here.
yeah,
That's
it'll cost
faster.
us, it will cost us a
That'll
little
cost us a little
overtime.
money to hold them.
Yeah, it's gonna cost us a
2 or 3
little
hours.
overtime, and then, no offense, Miss Beverly or Denise, but we have 2 elderly ladies who are concerned with driving home. That's how they put it to me. I'm giving you what you told me. Who said they are concerned with driving home in the dark.
I can understand that.
But that's completely at the board's leisure, how you want to. Y'all can beat me up after me.
I think, also, I don't know, I mean, usually we have 4 or 5 chairs available. This is unusually light for this meeting today. I would think it's the lightest meeting I've seen. So if we get a whole bunch more, are we gonna take it to another location?
We would
Because
have
this will
to,
only hold fire code, whatever,
49.
49.
People are allowed in this room.
What would be the option to meet somewhere else?
Not back on the concrete. I'm just teasing.
I really don't know at this time. I mean, we would have to probably talk to the senior center or the school board, one or the other.
Be in an auditorium or something?
The senior center would probably be our best bet.
It's
It'd be
gonna
the
dark
cheapest.
before you go,
Yeah,
wintertime.
Okay, what's the advantage of changing time, what I wanna know, is it trying to get where people are off work and come and voice their concerns, is that where?
That would be one issue, I'm sure. The other issue would be that those who are here now might be put out, couldn't make it at 7 o'clock either.
Well,
That's
that's,
a good,
I mean,
tell us what you think, Tom.
I don't, it really, it's irrelevant to me, it doesn't make any difference to me, it's just whatever suits, really fits everybody,
Mhm.
because I'm pretty flexible.
I got my money.
Bill, what's your thought on
I'm retired.
it? Well, I'm retired.
Amen.
Mark, are you retired too, Mark?
No, but I don't wanna be here at 6 o'clock, it's too late for me.
Well, I kinda, you know, I can live with that.
I can get my wife to fix up, right, like, get on to.
Chili's will fix it for you.
Yeah.
Don't you tell her I'll do
I don't know, it's, how long have we been meeting before? Anybody look? Quite a while,
It's been quite a while. I don't know the exact year, Bo, to be honest with you. I think
Somewhere in the
What if-
10
if
or
we
12
did-
years.
huh? If
it's,
we,
yeah, it's 10 to 12 years they moved it to 4 o'clock. Before that, I couldn't find what time it was. She may have. I'll look.
I'll have to,
It was 5 o'clock, so they just dropped it back an hour.
What was y'all's reason for moving it back?
I don't remember what the reason was.
He-
I think
He
it
was a field
overtime.
hand at that time, so. They probably didn't share that with him.
No, I can't.
Huh?
I've been coming for a while.
Yeah.
But
I,
anytime,
I'm,
not gonna satisfy
That
everybody.
was pretty much
no,
the reason.
no, I think, you know, like I said, those who are here at 4 might be dissatisfied at 6.
I don't believe it's like that.
I'm indifferent, 4:30. Might be a little better on the traffic, I don't know,
No,
it's not,
no.
it's terrible all the time.
Yeah, I don't think the traffic, I mean,
It's terrible. I mean, 5 to 6 o'clock, you get out there, it's backed up, there's a jack for
This was my chair, please.
I don't sit in those chairs, cause mine is where my.
I would
feet are.
imagine that someone came in here and was doing their classes, this is where they sit to do their classes, and someone will changed it. I'll make sure to give them a note, not to
I'll
change
sabotage
it.
it next month.
Make it theme.
Flexible Tom, that's what I'm gonna start calling you. How come?
Get around.
You go back and say,
I don't think it's not working.
Works a little, try it.
I tried that, I'm put back against the wall.
Yeah, it gets
I didn't
tight.
have one.
That's better. Turn it a bunch, you'll feel better. Yeah.
So do we have a suggestion on a time?
I vote to leave it like it is.
We'll have to go to vote, so we're gonna have to at least come up with some time to vote for.
So you're making the motion to leave it at 4 P.M. I'm gonna second the motion for that. I don't know if it makes any difference.
Well, people are used to it the way it is, you know, if you've got the dark problem coming in, where it's dark, like when we leave here, as soon as winter time.
Next month it'll be dark.
Yeah, it's gonna be dark.
That's gonna be dark at 5 o'clock.
You move it up to 3 o'clock, most people can't be here because of the shadows.
Well, another,
Like you're taking off early, aren't you, from your job, just to be here at 4? Your boss around here about off, try to get out here at 3. Wouldn't he?
I don't know.
but
I don't mind moving it, I just don't think it's really late. It's pretty late.
You move it to 5. No school traffic.
You been out here 5?
Yeah, it-
Cause you got all the people coming.
the school traffic is dead by then, but this westbound traffic
Yeah,
is
that's
nasty.
school traffic, so with everybody getting off work at 4.
Well, I mean, we're still fighting traffic anyway. I mean, we're gonna fight traffic no matter what.
What is the,
No, it's just people just brought it up
yeah,
2 times, and it's something that I'm bringing up right now.
yeah, that's, everything's being videoed, they can certainly see the video, they really can't do anything here anyway. Right?
They can speak.
They can speak, obviously, they can certainly do that. Maybe we should move the open forum to the end of the meeting.
possibility.
Could
Or
do
maybe-
that.
And even have it where people can talk on the line item,
On what?
talk on the line item.
What do you explain that?
They can only do that if they're in here.
Correct.
What do you mean on the line item?
They wait until the line item comes up and they can speak on that line item before it's, we discuss it.
That's not the way we do it now, right? This is an open
Anybody,
forum.
anybody can speak on anything that's on the agenda. The sign-in
You
sheet,
can speak about anything that's not on the agenda.
right, in their 5 minutes.
Yes.
Yes, but when the item comes up, if somebody has specifically wanted to talk about one of these items, they could list that they wanna talk about that one
On this
item.
page?
They can, yes.
Oh, well, we haven't
We haven't had any,
had that.
no,
Okay. That's fine.
but that's always an option. That's something that they can do.
And the same rules apply, that they can get up and speak for 5 minutes and we,
Exactly. And you can talk to them, you can
or
converse
you can
with
talk to them
those.
in that one?
Yes, if it's on an agenda item, you can have a conversation with them.
That's good.
So we can move that open forum wherever you want it.
So are you saying that we have to have it either either an open forum at the beginning or
You've got-
Or on
you've
each
got-
item?
You gotta have both. It's both.
it's both?
Yeah.
So you're saying all these meetings that we've done previously, they could have spoke at any one of these items,
On any
had they
item.
signed in correctly to speak
On that
On-
specific
Yes.
item.
Yes.
item number B in the general session,
And we
Exactly.
can conversate back and forth with them about
Yes.
that particular discussion.
which we cannot do in an open session.
Correct. Because those are items that aren't on the agenda.
James,
Well, then moving the open forum to the end of the
are
meeting
those
is not
agenda
necessarily
items listed on the
accomplishing.
website?
Because
It's
they
on
can-
It's
reading?
making people that wanna talk, thinking they're coming in, coughing and leaving, is what some do. Yeah, that wouldn't really help them, but, yeah, anybody can talk about any agenda item as it's being discussed by y'all,
As long as
as long as they
they say
sign it.
so right here.
I'm gonna change that sign-in sheet,
Yeah,
but everybody that's come in to speak, nobody's wanted to speak about any of these items, except once, and she did. She talked about that one item.
okay. Okay, so I think, the way to do this would be, do we have a motion to change the time to anything beyond what it is now? Do we have a motion to do that?
No, we have a motion to leave it at 4 o'clock in a second.
No, if we pass that, then we're not gonna talk about changing it, so I'm trying
Correct.
to, if there's any other,
I can withdraw my motion.
all right, so we have a motion to leave it the same. And we have a second. All in favor?
I'm just gonna stay in Denver on it.
It's fine. All opposed? So we have 4 in favor, 1 abstain. Well, that was good, because I didn't know that you could talk on each one. I think people should take advantage of that,
Absolutely, yes,
because the open forum, we can't talk to them.
right.
To get more discussion out there with the customers, or anybody that's in the, coming to the voting.
Sure.
They can also, correct me if I'm wrong, they can have they can speak in the beginning and also speak at the one
As long as they sign up
for twice.
Yes.
Correct, that's what I'm.
for the item that they want to speak on, and then open.
So you might need to change this and include a column here for item to be, is it open or is it per item? Specific.
Yeah, it has to be specific. They
Yeah.
have to tell me they want to talk on item A and C,
Right,
if that's what they,
general session A and C.
yes,
They're gonna have 5 minutes to make their statement,
yes.
and then we'll have
But
however long
there's-
we want to
Yes, but they can also converse back and forth. as-
Question answer session.
If they brought up something that you have a question on, they can answer that. Or if you come up with something, they could ask you a question.
Can we continue a conversation with them beyond 5?
Yes,
Yeah, that's what I'm-
yes. Just the 5 minutes is the,
As long as we open it for
Standard.
discussion, then we can start discussion if you want at the time.
I've always felt like that needed to be done anyway. Always felt
well,
like-
the open forum is strictly, you can't respond.
That's Texas state statute.
I understand, I mean, people come in here looking for, answers from us, we can't talk about it. Let's speak.
And the only thing they'll be able to ask questions on are what is in your agenda on your general session, but it still opens up that where you can talk back and forth.
Okay.
So if somebody was smart, they'd sign up for every one of them, just in case.
Steven says,
Don't publicize it. I said that out loud.
It's on the recording. No.
Okay. Very good. Item E, the engineers project report, see you later. How are you, Trevor?
Fine, sir. Good afternoon, everybody. Oh, brought these for you. You asked me last meeting to bring you some of the feasibility, will serve type letters, just to look at, so.
Great.
I printed out something I've done pretty recently, and there's, kind of a larger subdivision we did,
These are feasibility on subdivisions and whatnot.
and service, when people are looking to see if, Walnut Creek can serve them. There's some in there where, I would get something from James or Perry where, Walnut Creek had no lines anywhere close to the area. So the letter kind of points that out, and in cases where, you don't have lines in the area, but hey, we can extend them, then, I'll put together some kind of little cost estimate for them and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Great, thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Really the kind of bond project progress this month. At the water plant, I talked to Graycon. They're looking at starting up the backwash pumps and the high service booster pump on the 23rd of this month.
Is that item 1 there?
Item 1, yes, sir. 537-059. So that will get rolling. I anticipate, I was told that that project would be done in a couple of months, so I anticipate that I should have everything finished, complete, after Thanksgiving. Around that time period. Barring some massive catastrophe.
Okay,
No delay on materials or anything.
No, sir. No, they're moving right along out there, so yeah, he said a couple of months, so I would bet it's done before Thanksgiving.
okay.
Everything else is pretty much moving along. The, item number 11, the FM51 elevated storage tank on, let's see, that was Monday the 8th. They put in the big base pipe for that project and tested it. Everything passed testing, everything looks good. And then at 3 a.m. on Tuesday the 9th, they poured the base of the pedestal. So concrete is being poured out there, and it should start going vertical pretty soon. So that project is on its way. I know in the contract documents, I think they have 18 months to finish that, but barring any kind of major bad weather this winter, I don't see it taking 18 months to finish that project. Probably, I bet it'd be less than a year. So,
You been out there, Bill?
Yeah.
You haven't seen the road?
Are we talking about Woody's?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't been up there. He told me in church that he wanted to go up there. But I was
Yeah,
going
see.
to go.
You were concerned about the grade at one point.
Well, I'm still concerned about when we get a heavy rain. But it looked like they put Fleetchie out there and packed it.
yes, sir. They rolled it all down, and then when this job is complete, finished, you know, it'll be an asphalt road that goes up to the tank site. So,
Oh, that's not it.
But it'll be asphalt.
Okay,
as far as feasibility, will serve type letters, I haven't had, well, I did have a couple hit my inbox after I sent this in, so I'm working on those now, it's just two. And, they'll be, I'll have those done this week, so they'll be on the report for next month. We did do a couple of text dot permits this month, they're listed at the end on, part 3. There is a couple of road boards on 4, new meter sets. Really, that's the only thing new I have for this month.
Down there at the bottom of Sandman Hill, is that just the roof spot? 151.
Which one is the one you're talking about? Is that the one right there going towards Cooperstown? Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah, right there where Cooperstown turn off at.
Alright, what? Is that a 537063?
yeah, item number 5.
Thank you.
Which one is that one? That's ours, right outside Cooperstown.
Yes, 151.
Is that 57, sorry, 537063?
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm just wondering what stage that is. It seems like there's nothing going on out there.
I know they've kind of been sitting, the building is built, so they had their painters out there getting the painting all wrapped up this week. And then the electrical contractor will move in to mount all the electronics for that, the SCADA equipment, they'll start mounting that and putting in all the wiring. And then that way, then those booster pumps can be live. And we also have to make the connection between the tank, the new tank that was built, and the booster pump.
Because that building is completely, correct me if I'm wrong, as of today, it still doesn't have any pumps inside of it, right?
No.
How is that 90% if it doesn't have pumps, electrical, generator?
Well, the whole job is not just building, I mean, you gotta think the
Okay.
Yeah,
pumps
and
are on the outside, the ground, all their yard piping is in the ground. So really all that's left is the electrical contractor's equipment being mounted in there and hook up water lines.
So right now, we're just waiting for the next stage. Okay.
I have one question. Is it gonna say that ugly brown?
I don't.
I'm sorry.
Now it is,
I wouldn't mind
now
that
it is,
orange
since you asked that
color.
question.
Picture it.
I drove by to Weatherford, I had to go find some stuff today, and I'm like, what are we, I don't know who picked it, but, okay.
Oh, God.
It's the little things in my mind.
I think all those tanks is that color, aren't they?
It's not a tank, it's the building.
Oh, the building.
It looks like mud brown.
That's the color of,
I thought it was waiting to be painted. I thought it was waiting to be painted.
No, it's painted now. It's painted.
that's Walnut Creek color.
Basically, that's the color we have on all our pump stations.
Is it that dark?
They lighten up in the sun after a little while.
Okay.
Yeah, I know they're trying to match the existing, but it's hard to match
Trying to
existing.
appease me, I think.
You know, what paint is out on the market today. So,
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm done.
what y'all paints these?
Got enough paint left over to paint your house?
We could put a mural on the side of it or something.
Yeah.
I'd be okay with that. That'd be a good place for,
Okay,
come back and see us.
maybe.
I'm just thinking out loud, but,
We won't have to break up there and put a foam underneath it, you would guess.
no, that's a big no.
Does Walnut Creek gonna be on, is it a standing, what kind of
The
tank?
build, well, it's a ground storage tank.
Ground storage?
Well, it'll have Walnut Creek.
Yeah, it'll have one
The
of the
tank
tanks out
will.
of it.
And then the elevator tank will.
Denise is just worried about the color of the building.
Oh, beside it, not the tank.
Yeah, not the tank, it's just,
The little
the little
electric building.
cinder block building.
Mhm.
There's a rainbow of colors up there.
Welcome to my world.
It's a little thing.
Hey, you called me old, well ago.
I'll pay for that, I know.
Okay, is that it, Trevor?
Yes, sir, that's all I have unless anybody has any additional questions.
Anybody have any other questions? Thank you. Okay, item number F, legal and professional reports. Have anything to discuss there?
Nothing.
Anything from Wise County?
Oh, that's in my general manager's report. I'll add that at the end of it. I heard from him today.
So the general manager's report is next.
Yes, sir. Meter project, every day.
Alright, so, zone four is the next one that they'll be working on, trying to get all the meters changed out now. And they have 170 to be changed, which is the meter and the endpoint, and then just 69 MIUs, and that'll be fully AMI. And then they'll start on zone two, which is the biggest zone. I think there's like close to 4,000 meters in there now. So, we're wrapping it up as quickly as we can.
Now, that's not that every one of those meters in that zone have to be changed, but that's how many are in that zone.
Yeah. I think it's roughly like half of it is currently AMI or drive-by.
Any questions about that meter project?
It's been ongoing for a long time.
We're getting way closer than we were before. Bond projects, Trevor pretty much went over those. Do you have any questions on those? And I will update you on the one in Wise County here in just a moment.
I know you mentioned something about possible, we have to wait for the others to be able to figure out how much money we have left for the other bond project.
Yeah, for the last ones.
You know how close we are?
Uh,
Not close on to figuring it out, but how close number wise?
number wise, as far as,
Is it down to the dollar, be able to get those other projects?
oh,
completed?
yeah, not exactly yet, but we're getting a lot closer on that. As soon as these others finish and we make sure we're not gonna have any
You
huge.
looking for an estimate?
Yeah, high level. I didn't know if we were gonna be, is it looking like we're gonna be able to start those projects, or is it gonna be completely?
I'm sure there's gonna be money to start those projects. We'll just have to resize, because we were talking about very large lines in that area. We may have to resize down smaller to get them in. It'll still be adequate lines, don't get me wrong. We were oversizing. We may have to drop down a little bit just to stay within the budget on the bonds, but
You were oversizing for future growth?
yeah, the area also doesn't have a lot of room for growth over there. It's 3 Skillet Road in that area. But we would still be big enough for future growth, just not as big as we were, let's put it that way. We would still be able to handle future growth in that area. We won't go small enough that we can't handle it, we just wouldn't go as big as we had originally planned.
And all the bond projects that we do, we won't be downsizing our piping, so on the north side of 199, it's only be on the south side. You said pre-scale it, correct?
Yes,
Okay, sorry, I know, I never talking about now.
yeah, and there's also some on 199 on the east, north side, I'm sorry, I'll get it right, down by 920. That will be going in also, but all pipe will go up, we'll never downsize.
Downside from what we were
Yeah,
initially.
and the only place we're talking about doing that is 3 Skillet, am I correct, Trevor?
Yes, sir.
It's just downsizing from what we originally had planned, because we were gonna go in with a,
It was a lot of different sizes. You had some of them was gonna be 12, some was gonna be 10, and then as you would get out into 8. You know, you could look at it and not go as far out. At this time, leave the line sizes the same and just not do as much length. Or if you wanted to do that much length, you could go from, you know, like instead of putting a 12-inch line in, 10-inch line. Your capacity is, the difference is not that much. It'd be nice to put.
From an engineering standpoint, would you say it would be better to just shorten and continue with the same diameter pipe? Or to downsize and get the length?
My personal opinion is always stick with what you had planned and shorten it, because
Yeah.
then down the road.
Yeah, you can always add to that, and you'll have the right size pipe in the ground already. That sounds better to me.
Instead of getting a constant straw between me and you.
Mhm.
Instead of
Yeah,
getting a constant straw between me and you.
I mean, the amount of growth that Walnut Creek is experiencing out here,
yeah.
you're gonna have to have another bond issue within 5-6 years from now, maybe sooner.
Someone else's problem.
So that would be my thought is shorten the length and leave the sizes the way you want them.
Yeah,
And then when the, you know, in the future, when you do have to do it, then you just add the keep it.
yeah, I think that's a better
I
idea.
have no problem.
Yeah. You know,
Anyway, just tie on with the bigger pipe, and continue on in the next one.
the 20-inch from the FM 920 booster pump down, 920 to down 189 to the Agnes tank. That's probably the next one that needs to be bid. Just, if you really need to be able to move water from that 920 booster pump station to that Agnes tank, you know, so that's the project that I'm looking at bidding before all the 3 skillet projects. Make sure that one gets done, because that's pretty critical.
For the overall systems.
The overall, the whole system.
Yes.
That's the one that needs to go first. The 3 skillet area, it needs to be done, but
Not as critical.
it's not as it's, you know, it's nice for that area, it will really upgrade that area, but it's not as critical for the whole system. So that's the next one that's.
Three.
Three skillet.
I think we would.
Three.
Okay. Well, that's good information. Go ahead.
All right, so moving into the rest of the report, we've set 29 new meters this month, 41 meters were changed out, 225 MIU units completed, 492 work orders were completed since July's meeting, 396 line locates. We've had 9 water leaks requiring boil water notices, which the boil water notices are attached on the back of the report. Interlocal agreement paperwork. So I was talking today, we had a meeting, with West Fork Public Utility, some of us. These interlocal agreements, I have the paperwork in there, but they're not, we don't know exactly what everyone's contribution has to be. And I won't bring anything to you until I know what our contribution has to be. They're working on numbers for money. And until I know that, I'm not gonna bring any piece of paper to be signed to you. Because they're pushing for this interlocal agreement to go ahead and be signed, and I let them know today that's not gonna happen. Not until I know what you're gonna expect of us monetarily, because we're the biggest entity in this. And so, that's where we sat on that. They're supposed to have those numbers to me tomorrow. So,
Who is they?
so there's a law firm, Goslin,
Something's like that.
there's 3 names to it, Goslin something, I can't remember it right now. They're the ones working up the numbers of what each entity would be. I don't think it's gonna be as bad on us as I thought it was gonna be. I thought originally they were gonna work it off of population, not taps. But now they've informed me they're gonna do it off taps, so that helps us tremendously in this, as far as billing wise. Because, cities, they get off population, but for SUVs, they're doing it off taps. So actually will bring us lower, lower than several of the cities that are involved.
So explain the overall, what's the purpose of this?
So this is to bring more water into Wise County and into Parker County eventually, because for us, we are in.
More water from Bridgeport?
Not necessarily from
Increasing the
Bridgeport,
lot?
no, not from Bridgeport. So these are several entities working together. You've got Boyd, Rome, Aurora, us, Decatur, Alvord, Bridgeport. We're all working together to start what is called a PUA, a Public Utility Agency. And we'll work through interlocal agreements and we'll build a plan. The Tarrant Regional has already shown willingness to let us put Eagle Mountain, to pull water from Eagle Mountain and pump it back into the systems. We would be one of the first ones to benefit because our lines are the closest. And then through that, when we get more water out of that, we can, as we get more water into our system, then we have more water to sell our customers, of course. But also, as some of these other entities start to get water from this, then they won't have to buy water from us. They will become self-sufficient. We can sell more water to our residents rather than selling it through into cities.
So is this utility asking for money contributions? They're figuring out what we need to pay them to make this?
Yeah, we would be a board member. We would be a starting member of this. This was something discussed with the old, well, it was discussed as a district originally. Legislature shot the district down. No one in legislature from around here shot the district down, but some representatives from down south shot it down.
That's what I thought the last time I heard about it, it was a dead issue.
Well,
Well,
no,
he was also explaining last time they couldn't use the money they already spent for the lawyers to create.
yes, and so they've already started working on the PU. It'll have this, it will be the same thing, trying to get water into this. And we'll have the same water plant, we'll all work together on
Who's
something.
gonna fund the intake structure and whole plant?
Everyone who is a member. And the way it works is, of course, now I say that, there's actually grants that will be involved and all sorts of things. That's what this money that we would have to put up front is for, is to get all of those things started, so that we can, for all of us. And then we're also talking to Upper Trinity, not Upper Trinity Groundwater District, Upper Trinity Surface Water District, up to the northeast, because they are also willing to sell water to get it down here, because water's fixing to become very critical.
Have that new lake, have that new lake?
No, it's not actually out of the new lake. They don't use that new lake yet, but they will eventually get water out of that lake also.
Where
I
is it?
can't remember the name of it. It's built up to the northwest, out there past Denton,
It's,
northeast, I apologize.
it's east-ish from Gainesville.
Right, Robert?
No, they built a new lake up there.
Is it Bodart? I think it's
Oh,
Bodart.
it's.
Yes.
Bodart.
But, what this will do is to get, but in Wise County, Bridgeport is tapped out. They're not gonna get more water out of Bridgeport. It's just a moot point at this point. And so we have to find other sources. And if we don't band together and find these sources, they've already shown pretty much an unwillingness to work with us individually.
You know that Turkey Creek, that mineral wells, that lake,
Yes, sir.
it was 100% over budget when they run bids. They estimated 200 million, 400 million was the cheapest.
And they already maxed out those bills pretty decently.
But on this PUA, we will have to have a public hearing on it. As soon as I get more information, I'll get to y'all with all this information. We are gonna go ahead and get it in the newspaper, because we can put it in now and we can have the public hearing in November if we have to, or October, or however we have to do it. But we're gonna go ahead and get it in the newspaper.
There isn't a time limit where you have to have that.
This has to be 2 weeks ahead, as long as it's 2 weeks or more ahead of time.
There isn't a time limit that we have to have it, speak about it once it's in the paper, like 60 days, 90 days.
I think I think it's 90 days, but we'll be within that.
Okay.
But, there'll be interlocal agreements that have to go with this to get us in this, but we have to, if we don't get involved, we're gonna be sitting on the outside and end up buying water from these people that are fixing to try to get this water in here.
How much money are we talking?
I don't know that number yet, to be honest with you.
Tomorrow.
I'll know that number tomorrow, but that's the way it was put to me earlier today, and that means they would have me that number tomorrow. But, the highest number I've seen one have to put in is, Wise County, and they're having to put $50,000. The county themselves is also involved in this. But if we don't start bringing water in, finding a way to get it here within, this is not we're not gonna see water within probably 5 years off of this project, before we'll start to see any kind of water coming in off of it.
Now, you said this is the PUA for the, basically Wise County, north of us. What about the one that's for Parker?
There's also one for Parker County we've been talking to, but they're not as far along
They're not.
They're better organized, but they're not near as far along.
Okay, are we looking,
We are looking at both. We are looking at both, just simply because we need water. And that's the only way you're gonna get it. Tarrant Regional Water Association pushes very hard for regionalization. You still stay your own entity, but they want us all working together on water plants and things like that, rather than a bunch of little individual plants. And so everyone working together gives us more power to get those things done, is what it comes down to. We've been working on this actually now for, they started the original 2 years ago. We've been in on it since last year when we started. They can't go real far without us, just very bluntly, because we engulf all of them. So,
Well, that's good, so you're going to, find out tomorrow some information?
I should have more monetary information. I've got all the interlocal agreements and things.
Are we going to need to do anything before the next board meeting?
No, we'll get it set up so it's set up for the board meeting if we have to do it in the next board meeting. It may be November. Any monetary that we have to put in wouldn't be due to be paid until the end of January of next year. So, once I know an amount, I can work with Beverly so that we get it into our budget. I just have to know that amount, and that way I can also convey that to you guys.
Got together every day, do you?
I'm gonna use that word again, Bill.
Oh, Bill.
Stir the pot, Bill.
He said it.
But that, I wanted, so that y'all know what's going on with that. Wise County, so I talked to them today. Danny called me today, we're good to go. I have a meeting tomorrow morning with Dakota to go over the specifics of where that water line will lay. But we are gonna get it into just the right of way. We won't have to move back into those people's yards like they were trying to have us do. So the agreement that we drew up works. We're gonna be good on that. I'm gonna go out and meet Dakota tomorrow and make sure he understands you have this much of a area. This is where this water line's got to go. And we'll move from there. So, but that should start back up. That'll get us going on the road again. And it shouldn't take long once they're going. So we're talking, 900 feet, maybe 1,000, 1,200, somewhere between 900 and 1,200 feet that we're talking about that's kept this job held up all this time, so.
Did the utility strikes reduce on that 51 job?
On the 51 job,
Yeah, wasn't that an issue last month? We had
the 4790 job, and, let's just say there were some emails that weren't real nice exchanged. And,
That's good.
that works. The way I put it to them is when my backside gets chewed for 30 minutes straight, y'all's backside's fixing to get chewed, but
Good.
there were phone calls, emails, and texts. So,
what caused that explosion off of that pipe off of 199?
So
That was crazy.
that's True Test, isn't that the name of that pipe? True Test pipe?
I thought it was something that started with an S.
Anyway, it's probably the worst pipe you can buy.
Okay. It
Just
was,
to be honest, and when they bought it, I mean, nobody knew that. But now, they still make pipe, but look at the reviews, it's terrible. But when they bought it, they got a good deal however many years ago. Yeah, it bubbled out, popped.
it's like rocks and everything.
Yeah, that's one of the things I wanna start replacing is that stretch of pipe because of where it's at.
Do you know where it is and how far it is?
I don't have the mileage exactly right now. I figure it's, about 3 miles of pipe down through there? Be around 3 miles.
Is there any warranty
Oh, it's been in the ground.
in
for
years?
Years and years.
We have to lay something parallel to it, or we will slip line it.
We would lay something parallel, because we'd probably, if we're gonna do it, we'll go with a bigger pipe anyway. There's no use in going small in any way.
Where's it at?
It's along 199 between, basically the Midway area down to Jaybird is the biggest problem area, but there's a little bit more of it around.
They just put in that pipe, they burned up.
Yeah, no, not through there, not that far, out on 199, so,
North side of the road.
yes, sir. Probably.
Did they ever replace the steel pipe down there? I'm sure the local which was stored in this one. It ties in, it's a pretty good stretch.
I don't know. If they did it before I was here.
Might be something else.
We haven't had any problem out with steel pipe, but that other has been terrible. Any other questions, sir? Or any board members, actually?
We have any other business to be discussed with the board of directors?
Not this evening that I'm aware of, sir.
I'm good.
Ask for a motion to adjourn. Second.
Second.
Adjourned at 5:16. Flex of the call.
Yeah, I got chewed out last month.
I like the kid,
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all don't forget, I need your, yeah, you're.
I'm here. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, about, okay, but you was like, I was red.
Do I now?
Oh, golly.
Well, Denise is gonna call you. I can't look it up on my computer, it has to be looked up on hers,
So
but.
then I talk to you, better choose.
Yeah,
It's
one of
blocked.
them, she goes on, she can look it up by your record, thing, if yours is a manual read, an auto read, any of those things. Yeah,
She
and
was
so,
reading it in real time.
let's kind of move this way, I think they're trying to get out of here.
That's fine.
But,
She could
yeah,
do it. I was
yeah.
on the phone.
Yeah.
See it.
My back sound like an old his
So I think
all the
she was
time.
reading it in real time.
Yeah.
But anyway, all right,
We're not the only
I have one
ones
for
around
you.
here.
Here you go, young lady. I look out the dates now.
We can
Go ahead, early.